Alright, so now that my psychosis is finally over and I've been sedated by a psychiatrist, let's talk about Metaphysics 101, non-locality and non-duality, two concepts that belong to countless religions and schools of thought but that rarely get associated. Except for the fact that my boy Zeno of Ilia and this bro Parmenides, check him out on YouTube and Deezer, yo, basically kickstarted all Western metaphysics and ontology with those two nifty concepts. So Parmenides was all like, hey man, check it out, if all reality is one thing, then change is impossible, which means existence is timeless, uniform and necessary, so everything exists as one. And Zeno was basically like, holy shit dude, you're right, everything and nothing are the same thing since everything arises out of nothing, so everything is unchanging. Mind blown. Then he tried to explain it to people, but people 2500 years ago were more or less as stupid as people are today, so he put the lesson in a couple of paradoxes about turtles and arrows, and the rest of Western philosophy has been trying to figure it out ever since. One thing that people 2500 years ago had that no one has today though is attention spans. So I'm gonna rapid fire some images and concepts tied together by a loose narrative while hoping that you'll finish studying on your own, since I don't have enough attention span to make a good video. Basically, non-duality and non-locality are both about the interdependence of all things, but non-duality explains it by using you, the perceived self, as the subject, saying stuff like you're one with everything, or there is no self and there is no other, it's all one thing, or even metaphors like you're all the human beings and creatures that ever lived, while non-locality explains it by using the perceived other as the subject, being all like everything is connected, or each thing affects each other thing. Honestly, I could make a couple examples like a butterfly flapping its wings and making a tornado on the other side of the world, but then I'd start a whole rant about retrocausality and the fact that the tornado of 20 years ago was actually caused by a butterfly that flapped its wings when you were looking at this video. And yeah, see, absolutely no attention span, I just go off topic, you know? It's better to just let McKenna and Watts say their part and then close the video out.
When you came into this world, there gradually arose into being the sensation of I. And it stays there a while, it goes through a development, and then it drops off. But all the time, everywhere, there are other I's starting up. See? Whether they be human, animal, anything you like. They be in other galaxies, etc. Always, they're starting up. Now, you would say there is no connection between them. No, in the same way there is no connection between the molecules in your hand. And yet you say it is a hand. But if you look at it under a powerful enough microscope, the molecules in your hand are miles apart.
No, the self is the other. That's what I've come away. The self is the other. And assimilating the implications of that takes a lifetime. We have within us the very thing that we're seeking, you know. What we're looking for is within us. It's our own inner riches. This is why psychedelics are such a powerful antidote to capitalism, because they teach you that you are not a wannabe. You are where it's at. And nobody should allow you or sell you a different point of view to make you think you're going to be complete when you get a Maserati or a Rembrandt or something like that. All that is just the detritus of the physical world.
I still feel like I gave too much space to non-duality and not enough to non-locality, so here's some homework for those of you that are already a level 500 interdimensional monk coming from r/non-duality. If everything is interconnected as stated in the metaphor of Indra's net, then can you achieve an illusion of separation without heavy use of metaness and self-referentiality? Hint, the answer is no.